We're back. I'm Hesco. That's James.
Barely.
Yeah. Gonna introduce a new segment. I forgot to tell you about it.
Oh shit, we got another segment?
Yeah. You remember James E. Duarte from San Antonio?
Yes.
Yeah. So he's got a little thing going on Instagram. It's called Uncle James Taco Diaries.
We should take you two around San Antonio and watch how many fights we have to dissolve just because of your mere existence.
Yeah, bro.
Jesus Christ.
Like, you get us both together.
I was in a cast at the time when I was
That's
with you.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
My left hand was fucked up.
Yeah, like that was that was crazy, bro.
Just 3 fights in one night.
Like just standing there.
Just standing there. Y'all didn't do anything.
I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
It's just fucking existing.
Yeah.
And
It really, truly, just merely, I think, the first time we were all smoking cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
Just talking amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
And, yeah, somebody tried to fight either you or James. One of the two, or both of you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was bonkers, man.
And the next time was a completely different place. This kid tries to call you a snitch or some shit.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Yeah, it was that guy that rolled up a fucking blunt and the restaurant just started smoking.
Yeah, like it's cool. Yeah.
Like it's cool, and then he got fucking pushed out by the manager.
Yeah.
And then we didn't even go inside or anything.
No,
we
we were
didn't
sitting outside
move
the whole time.
We didn't move at all.
Yeah.
And he was trying to fucking say that I snitched on him, whatever. And fucking James was like, "Got something on your mind, bro?"
Yeah.
that was so that one actually went a little further than what I'm gonna take it because it is what it is. But
I think we just walk around like the Ripper Walk or something and just watch you two get into
Bro.
almost fights just for nothing.
bro, that was bonkers, man. Like it's hard to understand how that happens.
It was hard for me to understand, like, because people told me about you and how much that you were trying. I've seen you as an officer, and yeah, you're a shit magnet, but that's part of being a cop,
right?
And it's par for the course a lot of times. But no, it's not. It has nothing to do with you being a cop. It's just you.
It's just me. Period. Like,
and seeing it firsthand, yeah, it was something else.
yeah, that shit was fucking crazy.
So where are these people coming from?
Like out of the blue, just fucking. So
And none of them know you. They're just random people. So James has a thing called Taco what?
Taco Diaries.
Taco Diaries.
Yeah, it's like let's see. Yeah, the Taco Diaries. So I'm gonna have to introduce a clip on here at some point. Let me see if yeah, that's some funny shit, man.
That was a crazy night.
Fucking Austin was the same thing. We went to Austin. Remember that shit? The
6th
fucking
Street?
the homeless guy?
Yeah. We was playing some fucking pool, came outside, and some homeless dude, like laser guided to you, even though you and I are walking together, just laser guided to you, and then starts hitting you up. I realized that I left you behind a little bit, came back, it was like, sounds like you're talking shit now. And then some cops come up behind him. It's like,
do you know who the fuck I am?
you're gonna Google me, motherfucker.
Google me, motherfucker. It's like, I was that like.
Yeah, Austin, it doesn't matter where the fuck you go.
Yeah, that shit.
What the fuck?
That's just I mean, like I told you about that shit. I mean,
you did.
To the point where we were at a corner pocket. I think one over there by the Omart. That one in the plaza across from Crunch.
The one on the other side of town?
On Fort Hood. Fort Hood Street.
So the one on Fort Hood Street.
Yeah.
Is it? No, it's Veterans Memorial Boulevard.
Veterans Memorial.
So that's Corner Pocket 1. Corner Pocket 2 is on the other side of town.
No. This is the one that was like the old one. It's by the Denny's. Yeah.
By the Denny's.
Yeah, on that street.
Oh, that's GMB.
Yeah. Oh, GMB. Okay.
Yeah.
So we were there and saw that dude walk in through the front door. I was like, watch this guy come all the way over here. And we were in the corner table in the far end of the freaking pool hall. The last table in the corner. This dude freaking laser freaking focus on me, walks all the way around all these tables, don't say shit to nobody, and comes straight to me to ask me for money.
Yeah. Yeah. It's amazing to watch.
Yeah, I was like, hey man, you got like 20 bucks for this? I go, fuck off. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. The fuck?
It's like,
anybody watching, I've been a witness to this shit. Yeah, it really happens.
That's why I try not to leave the house, man. It's one of those things because my default is to immediately fucking bow up and say some crazy shit because I know I know this is a crazy person I'm talking to.
Yeah.
Because it's never a rational human being.
No,
it's always a fucking just a bonkers motherfucker. So I act fucking crazy, and I try not to step out of the house because of shit like that. One day I'm gonna blow up the wrong motherfuckers who's gonna fucking leave my ass fucking in a pool of blood. so I try to stay at the house, man. This shit's fucking crazy. Like, I mean, as a cop, we get. Like, I mean, we had crazy shit. Like,
oh yeah,
that lady throw that dead bird at me.
In the parking lot of the fucking 7-Eleven?
The parking lot of 7-Eleven.
Yeah, when it used to be Stripes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fucking you care about birds. You don't give a fuck about birds. She threw a fucking like a dead pigeon at me. I was like, what the fuck?
But at least as an officer, I mean, you got other officers around. And
well, it's expected. It's kind of like the dude that tried to sell me blow, and I got fucking Gonzalez was right there. Like me and Gonzo pumping gas after a call. So we fucking went to top off our units, and he's walking the fucking dog. He's taking the dog, his canine, to take a piss, and this dude fucking want to fucking sell me blow and shit. He's like right fucking there. Like, he got fucking narcotics canine right here.
Ballsy.
Yeah. I mean, the same thing happened, I think, a while later. He had this fucking dude, me and Gonzo sitting there bullshitting at the gas station, and he had this dude, I guess he got dropped off at the McDonald's or something, and he fucking hopped the little fucking rail and went walking to 7-Eleven, and he's out there with his dog, and the dog alerted on that dude's backpack. Yeah, he's just fucking getting the dog out of the cage for a minute. I was like, hey man, come here, buddy. I mean, yeah, the crackhead putting lotion on. Did I ever tell you about that?
Oh, no, I don't think so.
Oh, bro. So I walk into 7-Eleven and we get, like, law enforcement officers get free coffee.
Yeah, free soft drinks. Yeah.
And free soft drinks and whatever. I try not to exploit that, but this one night I kind of had to. Like, I had no fucking... Yeah. I had no coffee left. I drank all my coffee. I was like, fuck it, I'll just get a cup.
Yeah, get like a small.
So, yeah, I'll get a small cup and whatever, top off my thermos. And I fucking sitting there operating the thing, and I look to the left, and I could see through the reflection of the coolers, there's this dude like lathering up. And I'm like, his back is, like, I see his back, and so he's facing the register. And he's just like, I'm like, what the fuck am I looking at? I was like, the reflection is not 100%, it's from a damn cooler. So
sure.
I'm like,
still.
So I put everything down, and I go around the corner, man, and this dude's got like fucking lotion, and he's lathering up with this lotion, like no shirt, in the aisle. I fucking walk up behind him and get real close to him. It's like, are you out of your fucking mind? And he just kind of fucking looks at me. I was like, dude, grab all your shit and get the fuck out of this store before I throw you through that fucking plate glass window. And he fucking grabs all. He says, is that your fucking lotion, man? He's like, no. I was like, grab your shit and get the fuck out of here. So he grabs his shit and scurries on out there like a fucking bag full of fucking potted meat and shit and fucking whatever. And as soon as he fucking leaves the store, I look at the fucking clerk and she's sitting there. She'd been watching him the entire time. And I'm like, do you believe that shit? And she's like, you just fucked up my only entertainment of the night. And I'm like, my God.
Let's turn on the TV or something.
I was like, that's fucked up, lady. I said, he was pretty hot. I said, he's a crackhead.
So is she.
Yeah, I mean, probably. I didn't judge. She's getting free coffee, you know.
Yeah.
I had learned my lesson weeks prior, you know. You remember what fucking... coincidentally, this comes up, but it was actually like almost 6 years to the day. I walked up to the counter at 7-Eleven, on another 7-Eleven, and with this was you know, I had the coffee and whatever, and the guy goes like, man, you know what I learned, man, after working all these years here? And I'm like, what? It's like, I learned that if you buy things at 7-Eleven in pairs, you save about 10% of your overall purchase. And I'm like, how? And he's like, what? It's like, I thought you were going to say something else. And he's like, well, like what? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, maybe did you learn from the mistake that put you behind that counter at age 37?
Damn, man.
And his face completely changed. And he looked at me and he'll be like, that'll be 87 cents, officer. And I'm like, well played, sir. Well played. So he made me pay for the coffee.
Pay for the coffee, yeah.
So I had to break a 20. Fucking pay for 89 cent coffie. So from that moment on, I learned to just shut the fuck up with the fucking 7-Eleven.
Valid.
I don't know. I mean, he seemed like a pretty smart fella. Like it didn't make sense why he was back there. You know.
Some people don't strive for anything.
I mean, I don't know, man.
I know people like that. They're like ridiculous potential and nothing. They don't do anything with it.
Yeah, it's Uncle James Taco Diaries, and I'm gonna put a link to his page on the bottom.
Does he got a YouTube page?
So,
YouTube channel?
No, he don't have a YouTube channel yet. I think he's got Instagram.
Instagram.
But,
okay.
So talked about bringing back Uncle James and the Taco Diaries for a couple of years now. A lot of you, I feel like, probably don't know what that is or what was going on at the time when the Taco Diaries were just rolling on out. So I feel like I got to preface this before I actually go into the Taco Diaries. Got home from Afghanistan in late 2015. It was about October of 2015. And a lot of the Taco Diaries are in relation to what we all do when we come home from Afghanistan. I drank a lot and was kind of lost, right? Trying to find my way back into normal life, into society, trying to assimilate. So in that drinking process, I always ran into a very philosophical stage of the drinking, and the Taco Diaries are a reflection of that. So here we go. The first Taco Diary that was titled the Taco Diaries goes like this. Some days I just want to watch the world burn, and other days I just want a girl that will feed me tacos. Uncle James' thoughts and the Taco Diaries. We are back. I will try to keep up with them to the best of my ability, and I'll try to figure out how to post them on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, and here on Snap. Miss you guys. Love you guys. Welcome back to the Taco Diaries.
all right, and now for the news. Let's see.
Holy shit.
Holy fucking shit.
So last Thursday, today being what day is it? Sunday, April the 6th.
Right.
So last Thursday, Trump implemented his tariffs plan, the reciprocal tariffs. So essentially whatever tariffs a foreign country has on the United States will put those same tariffs on that country, with some exceptions. I mean, there are other countries that they put more tariffs on, and other countries they didn't put any tariffs on because the tariffs are already in existence, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't matter. But what happened was the stock market took a shit that day. So I think the latest count I saw on CNN, $5.4 trillion out of the stock market in a day. The stock market hasn't seen that kind of loss since 2020. I think before that was like 2008. So recession type losses in the stock market. So there are all sorts of economists predicting all sorts of stuff. Take it all with a grain of salt. Nobody can predict the future, and economists are about as correct as weathermen when it comes to predicting future economic stabilities or anything like that. So, I mean, you can take it for what it's worth. But some economists are predicting that the housing market is going to take a big old dip, probably back to pre-2020 prices. So, like a $250,000 house is going to be back to like $120,000. I doubt it. I seriously fucking doubt it. You're going to see a lot of abandoned projects. Like a lot of these development companies that are taking 5-10 acre tracts of land and turning them into 120 or 140 or 200 rooftops, just normal residential housing developments.
Right.
They're going to abandon the projects because they can't afford to do it anymore. They've already put too much money into it. They're not going to make a profit if they do finish it. So they're just going to abandon it. It makes more financial sense to abandon it than it does to continue. But then they're going to face a lot of fines and fees from the cities that they made deals with, and blah, 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 blah. They're going to end up claiming bankruptcy. So if you're invested in those kinds of companies, you might want to think about a financial advisor. Take a look at your investments and probably pull your investment from those companies, which is going to make it even worse because the company's going to fail. So, but at least you'll secure your money out of it, at least what's left of it.
Yeah, well, these are some of the consequences of.
Oh wait, I do not give financial advice.
Yeah.
This is merely an opinion.
Yeah, we don't give legal, medical, or financial advice here. We just talk shit.
Yeah, if you take advice from us, shame on you.
Don't take advice from us.
We've made so many mistakes.
It's like, yeah. How am I behind this freaking laptop at age 40-something? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, dude, come on, man. Like, we don't give any kind of advice of that nature. We just talk about our opinion, and hopefully it'll spark something within you guys to actually look into it yourselves. And if we're wrong, by all means.
We try to educate and inform our opinions as much as we can, but we are not experts.
We're experts on some things that
not financial,
not
medical,
financial,
legal,
but well, I mean,
legal, no,
some aspects.
I wouldn't even say that.
No, there's some aspects of things that we're pretty we're subject matter experts in, but that's neither here nor there. I mean, just kind of like hopefully it'll spark some curiosity, and you guys can actually start doing some of your own researching. And if you find out in the end that we're incorrect or whatever, just shoot us a freaking message. It's post a comment, or something.
Probably correct ourselves on the next show if we remember to do so.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, hell, the most comments we've gotten so far is from some fucking lady that keeps looking for you. I don't understand that, but
you serious?
That's serious.
Fuck with me.
I am not. I am far from that.
God damn it! If it's that one chick,
I don't fucking know, some Hispanic lady or something.
She wasn't Hispanic.
Whatever. Look Hispanic. I don't know. You see? Look at it.
Look, man. Are you fucking with me or not?
No, I am not. I am not fucking with you. He's like, James, what? You don't reply. Yeah.
I don't know.
Glad to see you here, James. He's got stage 5 clinger, bro.
Damn it. Where's the thing?
It's like, you guys never answer your comments.
We'll always answer the comments.
It's like, not from you.
I block this broad.
I don't know. We need the user, bro. We need
Gosh. We got 96. We'll be okay.
we need that viewer. We're down 2. We almost had 100, and they took 2 away.
Yeah. God, I couldn't believe our X account. We had like 150.
Yeah.
And they got rid of all the bots, and we had 50.
Yeah.
I need those bots.
I was like, we need those bots.
Shit, I'm on the wrong channel. That's why I'm not finding anything.
Yeah, you're on that one channel where...
I'm on mine, my personal one.
Oh, you just, like, dance wearing that bodysuit?
I have no... What? You need to stop spreading rumors.
That anonymous...
This never happened.
That anonymous bodysuit.
I've never worn a bodysuit. Ever.
You just dance and go like, yeah, I'd fuck me. I'd fuck me hard.
Fuck you. I gotta look it up on here.
What's that channel called? Your personal channel?
Don't worry about it.
Fucking Buffalo Bills
my God.
Playhouse? Something like that. Puts the lotion on the elbows.
You're a dick.
So, bro, it's fucking crazy, man. So I mean, so rightfully so, people are freaking up in arms, over this, over the tariffs and the consequences of the tariffs. But the thing is that people gotta realize that the market settled on the old way of operating, and they're trying to freaking reverse the tracks on decades of just mismanagement and people freaking screwing us over for years. And it's now, it's going to have an adverse effect before it gets any better. So while James figures out freaking who his long lost love is over there.
I'm looking at her channel now.
Yeah, I don't even know if that lady knows you, to be honest. Like, that's why I never told you, because I know it didn't feel like it was somebody that knew you. But
I've been drunk a lot of times, but
yeah, but that's
not that drunk.
I mean, I don't know, man.
Just to not remember somebody.
I mean, like completely like that? Nah, I don't know, man. Like, you may forget where you met her, but you're not gonna forget her.
Forget that I did meet her.
Yeah. It's
No, I've never met this chick in my life.
Yeah, I know. But like, she called you out, like, oh,
yeah. I saw the comment.
Like, hey James, nice to see you on here. It's probably a bot, bro.
That's a fucking outstanding bot.
Yeah, I mean, but she didn't say anything that we don't already know. That's not already public. So I thought it was fine.
She made like 4 comments on the same video. First ones are in Spanish. I don't speak Spanish.
Yeah, I didn't see the Spanish comments.
So she sent me messages on Facebook. No, you didn't. Wrong, James. I'm just a bald-headed, bearded white guy. So I mean, there's like 20,000 of us in a 2-mile area. So
I mean, it's a fucking biblical name in the fucking
right. It's the second most common name in
the
Anglo-English.
fucking South.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in the South it's very common.
Yeah, duh.
And my surname, which I'm not going to say on here, is
right.
Extremely common in the South.
Yeah, it's just
I didn't realize how common it was until I was a teenager.
Don Johnson.
Might as well.
Oh shit, man! But
go to Houston. There's like 6 pages with the same last name. The phone book. Oh yeah, phone books, man.
Yeah, phone books. Yeah. Well.
All right, what are we actually talking about?
Well, we're talking about all the protests too, and
they're huge.
They're huge, man.
Did you see the protests in New York right now? That's going on right now as we speak.
No, I saw that.
Borough.
That
6th Avenue is closed. It's covered.
That 20,000 person freaking demonstration in Washington D.C.
Yep, there was one in
the hands-off protest.
What was the one? D.C. There was one in Sacramento that's huge, it's massive. and there's another one in New York, right in downtown, middle of fucking business district.
Yeah, but I mean, the shit that they're saying makes no fucking sense. Like, what they're protesting makes zero fucking sense.
There was a image I saw of the New York protest that was like taken from a high rise, and you can see both ways down like fucking either 6th Avenue or Central Avenue, and it's covered in people for miles. Mm-hmm. It's easily 100,000 people. So what are they saying?
Well, it's the hands-off freaking protest is basically talking about the Trump administration's downsizing of federal workers and Elon Musk's freaking role inside of the government. But it's incredibly misguided, massively freaking I mean, it's hard. It's sad to see how many fucking idiots are out there. It's like
there's a lot.
It's hundreds of thousands, but in reality it's millions. But because millions voted for Kamala, which makes no fucking sense. So they're the anti-fascist protest out there, and they're using fascism to stop the fascists,
which aren't fascists.
It's just
So I wish people knew what the fuck these.
It's a demonstration that just basically demonstrates oxymoronic fucking views.
You ever heard the term laissez-faire?
Laissez-faire, yes.
You know what it means?
Vaguely.
It's French.
Yeah.
Translates into hands off. So the way the founding fathers wanted to set up the United States economic system was a laissez-faire system. So the government kept its hands off of the economic ebbs and flows of the economy and let the market make the decision on what succeeds and what fails. So the government wouldn't prop up anything or denounce anything to keep it out of the market. The market would just decide what belongs in the market. Mm-hmm. Now, it's never really been that way. So realistically, the government props up things all the time. That's what subsidies are called. Right. So subsidies are done all the time. Tariffs are done all the time to keep things out of the market. Taxes are done all the time to keep things off the market. I mean, it's always been that way. The government has never really been laissez-faire. Mm-hmm. But that is the way that the founding fathers wanted the economic system of the United States to run. It was laissez-faire. In other words, the ruling body of the government, especially the judicial and the executive branch, keep their hands out of the market and just let the market make decisions for itself. Mm-hmm. Which could be a good way to go about it, but then you've got elements like organized crime that will make those decisions for the government. So then you've got to fight the organized criminal. Yeah, it's reciprocal, and when things don't get explained correctly, and people just take it as like, oh my God, the government's overstepping. No, the government's fighting criminals. So, but it doesn't get explained. So.
Yeah, I don't...
Which is what Elon Musk has been doing this past couple of months with finding government corruption everywhere he's been looking. Is like finding billions and billions of dollars that are just vanishing out of the government coffers. And like, when there was one he was talking about, there was I don't remember what the grant was for, but it got like $2 billion, but the actual people that were running the thing only got like $100 one year. And then fucking what's her name from she's a congresswoman. Mm-hmm. Well, you mentioned her last time we did this. She got about $1.2 billion out of it.
Yeah, Stacey Abrams out of Georgia.
Yeah. She got about $1.2 billion out of that, and then somebody else got like fucking $900 million, and just a ridiculous misuse of fucking government funds.
Bro, it's what's insane to me is that some of those grants, like a grant was awarded to a 3-year-old.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, or a 9-year-old or some shit like that. Yeah. For like over $100,000 to a 9-year-old. Yeah. For what exactly? I don't fucking know. It's just like, I mean, these people are protesting shit that makes no fucking sense. It's like they're protesting the guy that's pointing out the corruption. Yeah. So in essence, they are supporting corruption.
Yeah, government corruption.
They're supporting government corruption and, you know.
Fraud, waste, abuse.
Fraud, waste, abuse. That's what they're supporting. Yeah. That's what they're actually supporting. But they think that they are supporting this movement that stands against this made-up oligarchy that runs this country, which is like fucking strange because oligarchies have been running the planet, including the United States, since its inception.
Yes.
Only people that are independently wealthy or that can actually help the wealthy are the only ones that get to run this nation.
Yeah.
That's how it's always been. That has never changed. Name me one grassroots broke-ass country motherfucker that has ever ran this country.
Give me a minute.
You'd have to go like
Peanut Farmer. What's his name?
5 fucking... He was still independently wealthy. Talking about Taft?
He was a piece of shit. Taft?
No.
I'm not talking about Taft. He was Jimmy Carter.
Carter. Yeah. Well,
He was bought and owned, just like Biden.
Yeah,
he was wealthy because he did have a successful farm.
Well,
he had successful businesses, but
I'd say Barack Obama's the only one that wasn't independently wealthy like that. He wasn't a millionaire.
But he was propped up and supported by
that's
the entire
But that's what I'm saying. Like, name one person that wasn't there to make people richer, that wasn't independently wealthy, that has been able to fucking run this country. It has not existed. It's not a fucking one. They have all been independently wealthy or have been willing and able to prop up the oligarchy. The oligarchies ran this country forever. It's who's made it run.
There's well, if you want to take a deep dive into the oligarchy thing,
it's a it's a bad use of the word.
Well, not really.
In the sense.
Not really. I mean, oligarchy. You're right. Oligarchies have been around since civilizations have been around. I mean, in Greece, fucking like Athens was run by an oligarchy. So was Rome. You can argue that there was an emperor that ruled Rome. No, it was an oligarchy of senators. Mm-hmm. And then even when Julius Caesar tried to incorporate the outlying parts of the empire, like the Celts and the fucking Germans and the fucking anywhere else that was conquered, fucking the senators that were ruling Rome as Italians didn't accept it. And it didn't happen. That's why they killed Caesar. So, I mean, oligarchies have been ruling civilizations for as long as civilizations have existed.
Well, it's
the thing is, there's an argument that those same oligarchies, those same families, still rule today.
Well, yeah.
They just changed their names.
Well, yeah. It's the fucking the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers.
Yeah.
The fucking the people that run fucking the Morgan Stanley, fucking Chase Manhattan.
Yeah.
I mean, the oligarchies have been running this country since the fucking inception.
Yes.
These are families from the old country.
Yes.
Some of them got rich off of fucking lies that they did in the old country. Back when they fucking delivered bad news that Napoleon had won the fucking war.
That was specifically the Rothschilds.
The Rothschilds fucking, and then forcing people to dump fucking assets and dump stock and whatever, and then they bought it all up.
I'm glad you've heard of that too.
Yeah, and by the time the news got to the fucking world, they figured out that Napoleon had in fact lost the war. This the Battle of Waterloo was Battle of Waterloo. So by the time the word got back, he just beat him because the horse was faster, and he found out first.
Right.
So
Rothschild, I don't know if he ever had a title in England. I know he does now. His entire family does. But Mr. Rothschild back then, if y'all want to look this up, look it up. It's a fucking great story, and it happens to be true. So Mr. Rothschild has a servant that he sent with the British Army, and just had him march with him just to report news back. And then they won the Battle of Waterloo against Napoleon.
Right.
That rider, and he's exactly right. The rider fucking booked it straight to Rothschild. Rothschild gave the news to everybody else that the French had just won. Napoleon had just beaten the British forces in Waterloo. And then everybody sold all the stock they had. Everybody had a fire sale, everything. Rothschild bought all of it up that he could.
Yeah.
And then the news came that, no, actually the British won. Now Rothschild owns England.
Yeah.
Still owns.
Still. Like, I mean, come on, man.
I'm pretty sure they started the Bank of England.
Yeah, I mean, they
based on that.
They own parts of the United States, most of it.
Yeah.
This is not.
Few other parts of their family that have different names.
So yeah, I mean, it's just. I mean, they marry other people, and their females in their family marry other males that carry that surname. So it became, but they're Rothschilds nonetheless.
Yeah. I mean, think this is not an old name. No, there is a Senator Rockefeller in service right now.
Yeah, the Rockefellers. I mean, it's this is oligarchies have been running the government forever. So it's insane to me that these people are so fucking undereducated to these facts that they're out there waving poster boards against an oligarchy when what are you fucking talking about is what I'm getting at. Like, it's it's always been run by an oligarchy. It ain't gonna fucking change.
Right. It's just gonna change hands.
It's just gonna change. It's just gonna go from one. You're just gonna change the last name of the whatever oligarch's gonna run it this time, because you need money. Yeah. The system has been made to the point where you cannot run it if you're not independently wealthy. It just won't. It doesn't happen. Because if you haven't managed mass sums of money like that,
right,
you won't get the vote of confidence from those that'll make it happen. You got to be able to manage that. You know what I mean? Or you got to be able to at least rubber stamp things to make people freaking wealthy. Yeah. So if you can't do any of those and you're not charismatic, you know, you're not gonna get it. So it's this what these people are arguing for makes absolutely no fucking sense. Yeah. And yeah, the demonstrations are impressive in their own right, but it's impressively tone deaf. Like, I'm like, holy fuck. Like, you read some of the poster boards that these fucking yokels are holding up, and it's just like, whoa, bro, these people are fucking retarded. Like, you know, and then they some of them are like, oh yeah, fucking Bernie Sanders fucking knew it and he has it right. Bernie Sanders has like 5 homes.
Yeah.
You know,
he's a multimillionaire.
Multi-millionaire several times over. Fucking name the business that fucking Bernie Sanders runs. Name me the fucking business that fucking Bernie Sanders runs. I'll wait. Yeah. Name me the company that he runs. Or the companies.
Sanders Incorporated.
Yeah. It's him, LLC.
Yeah.
I mean,
like the most he's done in Congress, I haven't heard of anything beyond like renaming a post office.
Same thing with fucking AOC.
Yeah,
that's all she's done. Fucking co-sponsored a bill and renamed a couple post offices. I mean, they ain't done dick, but they've made fucking money hand over fist. Yeah. That's what they're arguing for. They don't like that these guys are there. They want other people to get rich instead of it. But in the meantime, they're still poor. Because none of that money's coming to them. As a matter of fact, I mean, you fact check me on this one. I think fucking, was it Bill Clinton? They shrank the government by like fucking 300,000 people, or some crazy fucking number.
Oh.
During his first term. Like it was some like way more than what Trump is doing now. But it was a lot. Like, I believe it was Bill Clinton that did that. But
Reagan, he's the first one that comes up.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was Clinton that shrank the government by like a lot, but like an insane amount of people. But, I mean, either way, it just don't make any sense, man.
There's a bunch of names that came out with, like, fiscally conservative presidents. Calvin Coolidge, Grover Cleveland, Clinton, Reagan.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's just fucking...
Probably Clinton. I have to dive into the fucking numbers, but yeah, probably Clinton.
Yeah, it's sad to see, man. Let me see how many people did yeah, I mean, approximately 377,000 federal employees is what Clinton got rid of. And it was like He was significantly reduced. The exact number of federal employees fired or separated varies slightly depending on the source and the reductions, but generally agreed that over 350,000 federal positions were eliminated between January 1993 and the end of presidency in 2001. Commonly cited figures: 377,000 employees derived from the National Performance Review. Subsequent actions like the Federal Workforce Restructuring Act of '94 authorized buyouts of up to $25,000 to encourage voluntary separations, aiming to reduce the workforce by 272,000, ranging from 351,000 to 426,000 positions cut, depending on whether full-time equivalency counts, head counts are used. So I mean, he's doing the same thing that fucking Clinton did, like damn near exactly verbatim, the same fucking thing.
But
it's Trump.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm getting at. Like, the liberals don't have internet. Don't have internet. They don't have internet. How can we get internet to liberals? We got to do this. We got to give them internet. They don't have internet.
They just don't use it. They've got it.
They don't have it. Impossible. It's impossible. Because if it's not if it's okay, so let's say it's possible that they do have internet, then we're dealing with a public health crisis on the mental health spectrum.
And it's obvious at this point, though. Like, all the shit that's fucking come down in the last, 10 years, yeah, mental health is ridiculously out of control. And a lot of things have been taken off the mental health, like DSM, that should be on there. I just got a live update on the market. As we've been talking, today, Sunday, the Dow dropped another 1,500 points. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to, sift through all your bum fight videos that... And I'm occasionally getting economic updates, but it's mostly bum fights.
I like watching fights. I like watching people get fucked up. It's just...
I'm not arguing the entertainment value. I'm just saying there's a lot of them.
Yeah, I have quite the appetite for freaking crazy people fighting. It's
Here's one of the pedophiles getting fucked up. I like these. People get catfished and seeking out little kids, and they meet somewhere and they get their asses handed to them. It's like, yeah, more of that.
2021 study published in the American Political Science Review found that self-identified liberals in the U.S. were more likely to report feelings of psychological distress than conservatives, potentially linked to heightened sensitivity to social injustice, inequality, existential threats like climate change. This aligns with theories the liberal ideology offers emphasizes empathy and awareness of systemic problems that could increase stress or rumination.
And all that stems from the fucking media.
Yeah.
You got mainstream media, you got social media, you got all these media sources these people are looking into, and that's what's exacerbating all that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, they're burning Teslas.
Yeah. They're attacking Teslas on the road as they're driving.
Yeah.
I've seen videos of all that shit. Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous.
Here in Texas.
Yeah, here in Texas. And what's the point? What's it going to gain you? These people, even the people that own Teslas are probably liberals.
Yeah.
They're probably liberals because they care about the environment. They think the Tesla is the answer to the fossil fuel problem, which... cool, but honestly, I'd have a Tesla if the infrastructure was available, because I don't like paying for fucking gas. But you're going to be paying similar prices in fucking electric charges. It doesn't matter, but still, they're decent cars for as far as I've seen. They get a decent range on them per charge, and they're fairly well built.
Yeah, I don't.
And the people who have bought them most continuously are liberals.
Yeah.
So now you got liberals attacking liberals for owning a specific type of car, just because they don't like the owner of the company.
Yeah, a partial owner. It's not even.
He's CEO, but
it's
I heard recently he's about to step down as CEO of Tesla, but I mean, he's still CEO of Tesla. So, I mean, just because you don't like the owner of the company, what the fuck?
Yeah, and
Like,
then,
nobody attacked fucking Chick-fil-A's. Yeah.
yeah, but it's I mean, yet, but it's one of those things that when they don't get what they want, they get violent,
Right.
like automatically, like that. And what's crazy is that the only thing they got to point out, that they ever point out, the one thing throughout history, January 6th,
Yeah.
one event
Yeah. Which wasn't even a.
in over 200 and freaking 40 years of, one event. It's the only thing they point out. January 6th. So, travesty. They try to overthrow the government. Blah, 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 that revolution, that coup
Yeah.
that lasted fucking up until dinner time.
Right.
And everybody went home. Yeah, with 26 federal agents in the fucking crowd. Yeah. Or 26 fucking cooperators, like federal cooperators or instigators or whatever the fuck you want to call them.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only thing they got to point out. It's January 6th. But they conveniently freaking overlook all their instances of violence and mayhem that they have created. They had an autonomous zone, several autonomous zones throughout the United States. But they, in effect, seceded from the nation. And then fucking ordered pizza because they were going hungry. Yeah. Do you remember watching the videos of them fucking dudes try to plant gardens?
Yes. Yeah. One is up in Seattle or wherever it was, in Oregon, or I don't remember exactly where. Up in the Northeast.
Yeah, in Portland.
Yeah. Portland. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to plant garden and keeping every bit of emergency services out of that place.
Yeah.
It was like
people died there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plenty of people died because of just stopping ambulances.
Yeah. What was the first thing they did? Like one of the first things they established?
Oh.
A police force. An armed police force.
Yeah, gangster police force.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
That's all it was street thugs.
They created a Thunderdome.
Yeah.
It's ironic. Like they become the very thing they claim to be rebelling against.
Because the thing is,
because everything they're about is projection.
If they knew anything about any of what they're trying to do or what they're trying to protest against, like, most of this shit's inevitable. You cannot have a true, because the lack of government is called anarchy.
Right.
So you cannot have a true anarchy government. It doesn't exist. They're oxymorons. Mm-hmm. So I mean, they're exact opposites of each other. So you can have something close to anarchy. I think the closest that we've ever seen in the world is probably Somalia. And even there you have warlords who establish control of certain areas. Now, do they protect the people? No. Do they prop up the people or like try to make success? No, they don't do any of that crap. What they're trying to do is make their gang more powerful than the next gang. Mm-hmm. And the only ways they have to do that is to take like relief stuff to come in. You saw plenty of like Black Hawk Down. You watch the movie. That's what they're doing at the very beginning of the movie. They're stealing UN relief and keeping it for themselves. It's one warlord's little group or gang. Now, can they help the people and gain support from the people? Sure, by giving out that stuff. But they're not a great government. They're not going to be a helpful government or a kind government. They're going to kill anybody that opposes them pretty quickly. There's not going to be any prison sentences or trials or justice or anything like that. It's just going to be mass executions. And that's the best you can hope for. So, I mean, anarchy is impossible. And the thing you need to be any kind of government, if you're going to have a ruling party anywhere, like in those autonomous zones, and they try to make their own government, the very first thing you need to call yourself a government or a governing body of any type of territory is a monopoly on violence. Mm-hmm. So you need to be the only ones that are capable or able to exact violence on any of the residents or citizens. Because if anybody else is able to do it, that's a challenged government. So, I mean, if your gang goes up against my gang, now we got a challenge fucking thing. Whichever gang wins is going to win is more violent. So you can stop the violence yourself and start saying, okay, we're going to have judges and trials and all this other stuff. We're going to stop killing people in the streets, blah, blah, blah. But I've already done that. Yeah. That's how you established your dominance. So, I mean, you can change, sure. But do you need to or do you want to? Because if you don't, then you collect all the wealth and exploit the area and the people. Yeah. So, I mean, those autonomous zones, that's exactly what that goes towards. It's just exploitation. That's all it is.
Yeah, but it's what I'm getting at is that they've done far worse than what they claim that the other side have done.
Yeah.
And yet here they are protesting a fucking cause that makes absolutely no sense to anybody with any kind of intelligence. We all know the stock market is a lot of it is purely speculative. And when you look at the reasons why the stock market freaking went the direction that it went, you gotta look at why did it go in that direction when all we're doing is fixing a wrong.
Yeah.
And it's literally fixing a wrong. So if a country puts a tariff on you for over 275% on all your exports of milk to that country, but you don't have a tariff placed on them for anything, then how does you putting a tariff on their goods crash your market?
Yeah.
So, induce that kind of drop. Why? Because a lot of these speculators and a lot of these people are also they're also anti fucking this movement. They're in cahoots with with this other side of the coin that's pushing all these fucking crazy ass agendas. It's in the end, the market will dictate when everything starts coming in. I mean, hell, another argument that I saw was like, oh, they didn't include freaking Russia and those tariffs. I was like, well, that's because we've been tariffed. They've been tariffed. We've had reciprocal tariffs with Russia for fucking decades, and they've been sanctioned.
They've been sanctioned.
So, yeah, they're not going to include them in this round of tariffs. Yeah. It's not because Trump is a fucking Putin fucking ally or anything. Another thing I tell you is like, why can't we work together with these other countries? Like, it's just, come on, man. Like, these guys are so pro the conflict and having conflict and war and all this other shit. It's insane. It turns out that the people that fought the last two wars are the guys and gals that are the most conservative towards getting into that kind of debacle again.
Right.
Because we've seen how it is when the rubber meets the road. Politician opens its mouth and says whatever he has to say from air-conditioned office, and the person has to carry that out at the very tip of the tool in the executive branch is guys like you, me, and some of our viewers. And it's not pleasant. I'll never forget when Donald Rumsfeld freaking put out an order to our entire unit to kill the freaking looters in Baghdad.
Yep.
To kill the looters. And we didn't follow that shit. We were like, fuck that.
I was in Iraq for the first democratic election in early 2005. And we had special orders. Like, if this happens, do this. Mm-hmm. So essentially what it was, if they started like any kind of like riot, they started grouping up and started like doing any kind of like physical intimidating protest or anything like that, our orders were to waste them.
Right.
We had plenty of machine guns in the area. We could have done it. But I mean, well, thank God it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Especially in our area. It didn't happen. Well, there were plenty of people that went out to vote. There were a couple thousand people that went out to vote, and it was peaceful. So,
yeah, I mean, it's insane. But it's insane that a decision like that is made without, it's easy to order somebody to get killed. You're not looking at them in the eyes. You know what I mean? For us, there were actual trigger pullers on the ground. It's not as simple, especially when they're not aggressing you. So it's you see somebody run into a freaking palace and take a golden chair, and your orders are literally to kill that guy. Why? It's a fucking chair. Is he throwing it at you? No. What the fuck, Yeah. And we didn't. We said, fuck that. We're not killing fucking people for stealing shit from this fucking government that fucking used to
stole everything from its people.
Stole and raped their freaking people for decades. I was like, no. It's
I think that's the biggest difference between like Western militaries and anything else you'll find in the world.
Well, it's
Because like the United States isn't the only one that's like that. British are like that too.
well, it's
They're not just gonna kill just because that's the order. Fuck off.
well, it's because we have autonomy of
Right.
command. You know, it's it is often said that the coalition, for lack of a better word, the coalition or the Brit, French, American, but mainly American and Brit. It is said that their officers are mainly there to safeguard the enemy.
Yes.
From
to keep the troops from
going
crazy.
freaking berserk on and going beyond the bounds of what is acceptable in the rules of war.
There's plenty of incidences like that in war that the officer got hit or got killed, and that unit got known as a butcher unit because you stopped their officer from stopping them.
Yeah, the one stopgap that they had from freaking wearing you as a fucking coat is gone now. And now you got these freaking crazy dudes that are wearing freaking enemy coats
There's a
that are
great
made out of their
story.
skin.
There's a great story about that in the Revolutionary War. So, and our buddy Redcoat, he's the one that like schooled me up on this quite a bit, and Bloody Band the Butcher. So he was a British officer during the Revolution, and you can see a quasi depiction of this guy in what was that movie with Mel Gibson?
The Patriot.
The Patriot. Now he's the bad guy. So that guy roughly
resembles
Bloody Band the Butcher. The thing is, the true story is that he was a well-liked officer in that unit, and he got shot off his horse one day. His men thought he was dead. So his men slaughtered every blue coat they could find. Every colonial soldier, anybody that was fighting against the British, they slaughtered everybody in the area. Well, he wasn't dead. He was just wounded. And he got up and he stopped his men, but it didn't matter at that point. Now that unit and that officer is still known today as Bloody Band the Butcher.
Yeah.
His men were the one butchering people, and he stopped them. But the reason that they were butchering people was because they thought that they just lost their officer who they loved. So
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's
plenty of stories throughout history of officers keeping troops in line.
we got instances when officers do not do that, and you got incidents like Malai, and the massacre of Malai, and you get other massacres that happen where there's just no officers present. And,
Quick update: the stock market is up to 10 trillion loss.
Oh, cool!
Yeah.
Nice.
Sorry.
Is it gonna crash
It's
by Monday morning?
It's still going. I'm still getting like live updates.
Is this thing gonna crash Monday morning?
It's
Still far off from a crash, but
let's see. This one, what index? This is the S&P 500. So it's down 322 points. So is it going to crash by Monday? Who knows? It could. Is it going to rebound? It could. So,
it will.
I'm thinking it will.
It'll rebound. It's just I'm optimistic because nothing was done that
Yeah.
there was
Yeah.
the market overreaction is it's insane to me. 25% tariffs. That's it. Foreign cars not made in America are going to be a little bit more expensive. That's about it.
Right. And see, that's the thing. It's like the media will put the thing on there. Oh, this is going to raise costs by like $12,000 per car. If you're buying non-American vehicles, yeah. If you're buying Japanese vehicles, German vehicles, stuff like that are manufactured outside of the United States.
Well, BMW, man, because fucking Mercedes builds in fucking Kentucky or wherever the fuck they're.
If these car companies, a lot of them are going to start. Toyota has a manufacturing plant in the United States.
Yeah.
So I mean, those are not going to hit tariffs because they're built here.
Yeah.
Like the company is owned by a foreign.
Their company puts cars on the NASCAR track, dude. It's fine.
Exactly.
You're gonna be fine. It's this shit don't make no sense.
Like anything that's built outside the United States is going to have a huge tariff on it. Anything that's built inside the United States, which means the Americans have jobs that are building these products that are being put on the market, aren't going to be tariffed. because they're not
Yeah.
imported.
Yeah, no, it's like for instance, they start talking about the price of eggs and the price of eggs. It's like we just bought like a couple dozen eggs. They're like fucking $3 and fucking some odd
which
cents.
they have been
like,
for some time. Yeah.
I'm like, fuck y'all talking about, man.
Yeah. So I remember when a dozen eggs was like $1.25, and that was like the early 2000s.
It's like I've seen a fucking a full 24 pack, 2 dozen eggs go for like $20. I've seen that.
Yeah. But that was what, 2 years ago?
Yeah, I mean, dude, I think it was like during the COVID fucking shit.
Yeah.
Like I've seen it, and I think not even not too long ago, but
And even
it's
still,
not.
to circumvent that, just go to your local farmer.
It's like
Almost
I don't
every
get
farmer.
it. We just ate fucking what was it that we were getting from Battle Troll, duck eggs or whatever? What was that?
I didn't get duck eggs. I got chicken eggs. You might have gotten duck eggs. He might have given me 2 or something like that, but I don't.
Those were right duck eggs.
They're chicken eggs.
Well, he
Most
was but what was he? He was pushing those duck eggs. That's
Yeah,
what
he's
it
trying
was.
to get rid of them.
Yeah, that's what it was. We ate duck eggs for a
Yeah.
while, bro. They were amazing.
Yeah, they are.
So
They're really good. Even the chicken eggs are fucking phenomenal.
yeah,
But I mean,
so
go to your local farmer. There are plenty of local farmers out there.
yeah,
I mean,
Battle Troll's a farmer.
yeah,
So
almost every farmer I know keeps chickens. Whatever else they keep chickens.
Yeah, and then fucking farmer.
Yeah.
He had his egg dealer. So
Yeah.
I mean,
There's another guy like here in town.
yeah,
I don't want to mention his name because he's active service.
yeah,
But I mean, yeah, he has chickens in his backyard. He's in town.
yeah. It's just I'm not understanding where all this stuff has come from. This ain't the world of Fallout. Like it's not.
Yeah. Check with
You
your
know what I
city
mean?
ordinances. Like your city ordinances will tell you if you can keep chickens.
Yeah.
Like here in the city that we live in, yes, you can.
Yeah,
can
it'll
keep
tell
chickens.
you. It'll tell you what's the distance between inside your yard that you can have an actual coop from your
Right.
neighbors, from the fence and whatever. I mean, you got to check your city ordinances, but it's there. I mean, but while we're talking about that, the fucking Brits and fucking are ordering everybody all over Europe, ordering everybody to prepare a 72-hour freaking kit for nuclear freaking disaster.
Or for any thing.
So
Have they been specific about what for? Because from what I'm hearing, it's just a 3-day emergency kit for anything that might come.
British families are advised to prepare a survival kit that could last for 72 hours due to fears of potential sabotage by Russia and rising tensions over the Ukraine conflict. European Union Commissioner Hadja Lahib emphasized, road bridge name there, emphasized.
Is that European Union or UK?
European Union
Oh, okay.
Commissioner Hadja Lahib.
Good luck. You're better at Arabic than I am.
Yeah, Lahib. Emphasize the importance of I gotta work on getting the name wrong. It's so
Get
you
the
know what I
loogie
mean?
in the back of your...
I gotta purposefully say it wrong because but whatever. Either way, yeah, she emphasized the importance of self-reliance, urging citizens to stockpile essential supplies and create a strategic reserve for emergencies. Concerns have grown over the UK's reliance on foreign gas imports, especially through a single vital pipeline from Norway, raising fears of blackouts ahead of winter. Summer. I guess it's winter over there all year round.
It's
It's recent sightings of Russian spy ships near critical infrastructures have deepened worries about possible attacks on energy systems in the UK. World War III fears as Brits warned to prep a 72-hour survival kit. They're willing to do this and not bring those two freaking countries to the table for negotiations.
right. Yeah.
So, mind you, they would rather go through this with their citizenry than to put those two nations on a negotiating table and force fucking peace upon them.
Because it gives them more control over their citizens.
So
It's
this
the
is
fear
what
tactic.
this is what the liberals are supporting. This kind of shit, the fear, the oppression. Notice very few black people in these demonstrations. Very few. Very few. A lot of old people too. A lot of middle-aged white folk out there, and the young purple hair freaking weirdos.
Yeah.
But that's staple now, you know. you know, the LGBT crowd dressed in freaking hijabs and shit.
Yeah.
That's how tone deaf they are.
Yeah.
I saw an interview the other day with a fucking dude that he's in the local government, or used to be in the local government of Hamas. And they asked him about LGBT rights in Gaza. And he's like, what? What rights?
Yeah.
I was like, well, what would you do if you find out that somebody is like, we will kill you? Like that. Like, they find it worse than being an infidel. It's the worst thing you could possibly be is homosexual or have some kind of sexual deviancy.
Yep.
And I mean,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
They will fucking kill you.
Toss you off a building.
Yeah. These people out there wearing freaking hijabs, fucking gays for Palestine, and go, what are you talking about, man?
There are no gays in Palestine.
They can't be. You got, if that's your thing and that's your persuasion, yes, better fucking keep it quiet. You can't say shit. You can't, hell, you can't trust anybody, man. It's crazy.
I remember a documentary.
They said specifically to the giver and the receiver.
Yes. Yes.
They make no distinction.
Yeah. Yeah.
Zero
If you're
distinction.
seeking any sexual gratification from a member of the same sex, you're fucked.
Zero distinction.
I remember a documentary. This documentary is old. You know who Bill Burr is?
Of course.
Bill Burr. Is it Bill Burr?
Bill Burr's a comedian.
He has a talk show. So it's not Bill Burr.
No. Bill Burr's a comedian that used to be funny, and now he's a liberal and from Boston. It may be Bill Burr. That's a pretty common name too.
Bill Mayer.
Mayer.
Yeah. Maher.
Yeah, Maher.
Bill Maher.
Bill Maher.
Maher, whatever. Bill Burr, Bill Maher. Fucking. He had a documentary some time ago, a long time ago.
Yeah, the Christ one.
Yeah, Religulous. It was Religulous.
Religulous. Yeah.
So, and there was a section on that documentary where he goes to Amsterdam.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes to Amsterdam and he interviews the owners of the only gay Muslim bar in Amsterdam. I thought it was a funny segment. He interviews these guys. It's like, well, I mean, is there a big like crowd that fills this place on like a Friday night or something, or is it just you two? It must get pretty fucking lonely. And they're talking about it. I was like, yeah, it's illegal in our country. So where we come from, it's illegal. You cannot be gay.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking so they came to Amsterdam to have that kind of freedom. And it's like, well, I mean, like he didn't know what the stipulations were, like what kind of contact any kind of sexual contact can you have between two men? And it's like, no, it's like, well, it specifically says like no anal sex. And it's like, oh, well, they just got blowjobs then.
yeah. Bill Maher is a disgusting fucking dude sometimes, man. He used to be worse. He's starting to, like, I guess in his old age and as new information, he's made aware of new information. He's just kind of like gets it.
A lot of times when I watch him, like, he is fucking clueless.
Yeah.
Like, for a man as intelligent as he is an intelligent man, but he is fucking clueless on a lot of the things that he has on his show, the people he has on his show, the topics that they talk about, and he's just absolutely clueless. It's like, is he in the same fucking echo chamber as the rest of these fucking morons, or?
I mean, he's been progressively moving towards the right.
Yeah, well,
because
he won't say that because like, he's saying that the political spectrum is shifting around him rather than him shifting his views.
It's what I've been saying for forever. There is no middle anymore.
Yeah, no.
So, and I've had this argument with people, and they keep fucking telling me that I'm middle of the road. You're not middle of the road. The left has chosen a side for you.
Yeah.
If you don't believe what they subscribe to, you're on our side.
And everything.
And everything, So if you don't subscribe to everything, if you don't believe in abortion, if you don't believe in fucking all these crazy freaking things, having gays in schools and talk about butt sex with babies and stuff like this, if you don't believe in all that freaking debauchery nonsense, And all the stuff that they profess, if you don't believe in any of that or any one of those things, guess what? You are a right. You're on the right.
Yeah.
It's not your choice anymore. They made that choice for everybody. They set the ground rules because they own the media. So they have the rule book on that. You can't, as a matter of fact, you can't even show up. I've seen reporters or YouTubers show up to demonstrations with microphones and cameras to record demonstrations and not even said 2 words about what their stance is on anything. But just the fact that they asked the question has brought violence on them.
Right. Yeah.
Just asking the question, like, what does your sign mean? Asking, being that curious makes you, puts you on the right.
Right. Well, there have been YouTubers I've seen.
It's I saw one today.
The MAGA hat thing.
Yeah, the MAGA guy had. I've seen plenty of those, but there was this young man, a black gentleman, that was just inquisitively just asking questions, just inquiring, trying to get to understand some things a little bit better. Right. That's all he did. I mean, he got yelled at. He got yelled at. Got fucking pushed around almost. It was people verbally abused him, and it's just like he's just asking. He didn't tell you what his stance were, but the fact that you're asking is enough.
Right.
There can't be no discourse with people like that. It's just there is no discourse to be had, even though the empirical data clearly shows the opposite of what they believe in is not fucking correct. And for those of you that would like to do some more research, hit up Ground News. Ground News is where I don't necessarily get all my news from Ground News, but what I do get, I try to take a look at it. Ground News tells you who's covering it more than the others. Like right now, all this British stuff that's happening with the 72-hour survival kits and blah, 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 and all this stuff, mostly reported by the right. The left has reported this event. The bias distribution is 70, 30, 71% now, as a matter of fact. 71%. There's only 2 left-leaning publications that have ever even put anything on their publications about this event. They're keeping these things. The manipulation is obvious. Mm-hmm. Now, of course, the other side does the same thing to an extent. I mean, hence why it's skewed mainly to the right. Right. But it's what I've been saying. Like, merely asking the question puts you on the conservative side, because these people, I mean, they'll, and if you get caught in a crowd, Lord forbid, you're gonna get assaulted. I mean, Antifa at UC Davis, that was a crazy video. They freaking attacked Brandon Tatum and his team, and they had a table set up in front of law enforcement. Campus police saw these Antifa members physically assault people associated with that group, and didn't fucking step in at all. They let the assault happen, and they let the people that did the assault leave with property. They stole property. They stole tarps. They stole tables. They stole their shit, and they watched them leave.
So I'm curious what those cops' orders were.
It don't matter. It don't matter, because that's the thing. Every cop takes the oath, and part of that, one little thing is that oath supersedes anything that a school director may tell you, or a chief of police may tell you, or a mayor, or a fucking governor, or it supersedes it. You have a charge, and part of that charge is to protect the public. And you see somebody being assaulted in presence of you, you have a duty to execute the law, to actually carry out the law and protect that person. That's why you have a badge. That's why you have a gun. That's why you have a taser. That's why you have all these fucking tools in your tool belt. You're supposed to intervene. and freaking and get it done. I understand if the guy got away. Like if you protected the person, the guy got away and whatever, blah blah blah. Blah, now you got an investigation. Now you can try to find out who it is and try to get footage and whatever. That's one thing. But fucking dude's right there, fucking beating up people, stealing shit. You see him. He's within hand's reach. You do nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. You watch it happen. How do you fucking go to sleep at night and let alone wake up the next day and put that same fucking uniform back on to do that shitty ass job? I mean, I'll never understand that. That there are people so fucking blasé that they would fucking sit there and watch that assault happen and not do a fucking thing. It's crazy to me. I was like, I don't get it. Brandon Tatum has to step in. And he pushed the shit out of one of these freaking demonstrators.
He hasn't been a cop for how long?
He ain't been a cop in forever. And even he knew fucking something had to happen.
Yeah.
And then he pointed at the cops. He's like, hey, look. And he couldn't even spur those guys on to do their job. So if you're not going to do your job, why are you even there? Like, I mean, I would have much rather not have them there if they're not going to do nothing at all anyways. So what are you doing? You know what I mean? It's like it's insane because what that means to me is that in UC Davis, California, that campus, you can assault anybody you want.
No repercussions.
No repercussions. So if you want to beat up somebody for whatever reason, you can even do it in front of the cops at UC Davis. And it's going to be A-okay. Nobody's going to file charges on you. Nobody's going to try to stop you. Nobody's going to do anything. As a matter of fact, it's probably the safest way to commit that assault because if the police is there, then you know that after you assault that person and take their shit, you know they're going to probably call 911 or call an ambulance. So you know what I mean? So it's not that bad, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? What else are you there for? You know what I mean? What are you fucking calling dispatch? Hey, this guy's getting beat up. Send me an ambulance. You know, I'm not going to do anything about it. It's like, what the fuck? What's wrong with you? It's insane, man. It's insane. But that's happening everywhere. So, I mean, I can't even make this shit up, dude. Some of this shit. And then apparently there's a fucking measles outbreak in West Texas.
Yep. Been confirmed outbreaks in Austin and Houston. I think Stephenville has like a warning on it because the guy that was in Austin went to a couple places in Stephenville, something like that.
I don't even know what the fuck measles is.
Measles?
God, just fucking.
It looks horrible.
Is that some shit that you get in a fucking pirate ship or some shit? Like,
No.
Consumption.
It's a virus.
You know, it's like,
It's a virus. Consumption. That's the old tuberculosis.
you know what I mean? One of those old-timey diseases? I don't fucking know.
You're looking for like scabies or some shit.
It's like, he's got the scurvy.
Yeah. Scurvy or scabies. So a child died of measles. I think there's been 4 deaths of measles. Something like that this year. But, what's his name? Fucking, what's that guy's name? Medical dude. Fauci. He's been promising a new fucking disease this year, so he probably released it. Who knows?
Yeah, that guy. Oh, man. There's a special place in hell for him. There is a fucking nice big seat for him.
Well, I mean, it's sitting pretty high right now. He's made a lot of money off this shit. So.
He's the most prolific serial killer in the planet's history.
Trying to look up the measles things.
Dude, you want to look at Fauci's previous experiments?
I've heard a little bit, but I haven't dove into that.
Oh, dude, this guy, I wouldn't doubt if this dude's a cannibal, bro. Like, it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me one fucking bit.
What makes you say that? I'm curious.
Bro, there's something like there's a commonality in the aura of evil people that you can't really describe, but it's always there. When you put these evil people side by side, you get the same feeling. It's instinct. It's like you look at a guy like Jeffrey Dahmer, you look at a dude like Dr. Kevorkian, you look at fucking Richard Kuklinski, the Iceman. You look at these dudes, and you know they are not like Sammy the Bull Gravano. Sammy the Bull killed a lot of people.
Yeah, it's a mob enforcer.
Right?
Yeah.
But that guy's a soldier. Does that make sense? Like there's a different...
No, I got you. Because like Kuklinski was a mob enforcer as well. But
well, I mean, he claimed.
He would go out.
He claimed to be a mob enforcer, but there's a...
He would
claimed.
go out and fucking kill people in back alleys and shit. And it's
right.
Like, I remember that interview he talking about. He
right.
invented this fucking... It's a garrote, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's a garrote, yeah.
Since World War One.
Yeah,
Shut up.
Yeah. Yeah, he was pretty boisterous in his latter years, but it's you get that same fucking Hannibal Lecter type vibe off of these people. Like you put Bill Gates next to Anthony Fauci, and they're almost indistinguishable.
You're talking about sensing a predator.
Yes,
yeah.
There's an instinct there,
yeah.
But and I make the juxtaposition between them and like say Sammy the Bull Gravano, because you can put those guys in there, and without really knowing the nitty gritty of it, you look at Sammy and you could tell he doesn't like any one of these other motherfuckers. Like they it's just like that, because what he did was as a soldier,
right.
You know, like it's almost like it was his duty. Like it's something else.
Right.
You know what I mean? These guys like are pure pleasure killers.
Right.
And I put Fauci in that group. Like I just have that feeling about him.
So the latest news I've got is Northwest Texas, above the Panhandle. 2 children have died so far in this outbreak. RFK is already on site, and that's an hour ago, according to Associated Press. RFK visits the epicenter of Texas measles outbreak after the death of a second child. So cool. He's already on the ground, which is exactly where I would expect him to be as the fucking Health and Human Services Director. So
yeah. So
so far, 315 people have been infected. People with measles experience symptoms in a week or two. So measles puts a lot of like bumps on your body, a lot of fucking like little rash. Looks like a rash, kind of, but it's a childhood disease. So I mean, but it's a childhood disease that's mostly eradicated through vaccines. So you get a measles vaccine as soon as you're born. Every kid does, unless you claim a religious exemption.
Yeah.
But yeah, measles is one of those things like you might get it, you might not. Like chickenpox nowadays, like every kid gets chickenpox. There are vaccines for chickenpox, but I remember I got chickenpox in like the 1st grade or some shit like that in 3 days and it was gone. So yeah, measles will kill kids where chickenpox won't. It just causes discomfort for a few days. So fucking measles can be deadly.
Yeah, then you got all these crazy judges that are fucking ordering deported criminals to fucking back to the U.S. It's dude, this is
what the fuck.
Yeah, bro.
No, the judge needs to be relieved.
Fucking federal judge Paula Zaniz has ordered the return of Calimero Belta Garcia, a man mistakenly deported to El Salvador, criticizing the handling of the case. He was not mistakenly deported. The left has been fucking just emphatically trying to paint this dude as a family man from freaking Maryland that, you know, fucking blah, blah, blah. He was an MS-13 freaking senior gang member. And, he's there's plenty of evidence. And he had a fucking court order deportation already. He got several warrants for his arrest already. The dude is a fucking criminal. But, I guess Judge Zaniz had been compromised since day one, and somebody cashed in a favor. And it's time for Judge Zaniz to step up to the plate and do what her masters order her to do. You know, it's so I don't know. I know what Paula Zanice, Your Honor, didn't do. Honorable, whatever, dishonorable, Paula didn't do. Because had she given up the freaking poontang, at some point in time, that freaking judgment, that favor would have been cashed by now. But whatever she did, however she got compromised, it's her time to freaking step up to bat and freaking execute that favor and just put the fucking bullseye on her back.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid.
These judges need to be held to account. I mean, these motherfuckers are
So many of them.
They're allowed to go on their entire careers and go to retirement and enjoy their fucking retirement being fucking obvious criminals.
Yeah, don't ever forget that
Obvious criminals.
the previous administration put a medal around the neck of a former brown shirt Nazi. George Soros.
Yeah.
They gave an award, the Presidential freaking Medal of Freedom, to a guy that used to tally up all the freaking booty that got stolen from Jews in Nazi Germany when he was a freaking teenager. Yeah. That's who they put a Medal of Freedom around the neck. The guy has been funding all these freaking crazy freaking federal judges that are now freaking time for their freaking favors to get cashed in.
They've tried like hell to erase that man's history.
They tried like hell. They can't fucking erase it. That dude is garbage. His son is garbage too. I wonder who the mom is because we don't know who the mom is. Nobody's fucking really. She's not in the spotlight. From what I could tell.
I know he's got 5 kids.
Yeah, he's got kids but who gave him those kids?
Susan Weber.
Susan Weber.
I think she had 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
He was married to Susan Weber from 1983 to 2005. She was married. They have 2 children together, including Alexander Soros.
Is she dead?
I don't know. Hold on. He's had 3 spouses. Annalise Wiczyak, 1960 to 1983. Susan Weber from 83 to 05. And Tamiko Bolton, who he married in 2013, which I'm pretty sure she's like fucking 20 years old. Well, let me look up Susan Weber real quick.
Mm-hmm.
See if she's still alive. I doubt it. It says they got divorced in 05, so Tamiko Bolton is his current wife.
Cool.
Oh, yeah. She's 53. She's fucking drop dead gorgeous. Online entrepreneur.
Unemployed. Got it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a garbage resume. Online entrepreneur in early stage nutraceutical and ed tech ventures. In other words, she don't do shit. She pretty much makes ads. But she's not bad looking. She's not great looking either, but she hasn't had any of his kids. I imagine his first wife, Annalise Wiczek, probably had more of his kids. And she was German, or she is German. She's still alive. That's the thing, a lot of this, it doesn't have anything, it doesn't have any information about the women. It has a lot of information about George Soros. Even when you look up Annalise, it doesn't say dick about her. It just says that she was one of his wives. Yeah, she had 3 of his kids. Robert Soros, Andrea Soros, and Jonathan Soros. I think Robert Soros is the one that you're talking about. His kid is probably his oldest kid.
Mm-hmm. Either way, I mean...
Yeah, he's 62 years old. He's an American investor and the founder of Soros Capital Management.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The oldest son of billionaire investor George Soros. Deputy chairman and president of his father's firm, Soros Fund Management.
Yeah, this is crazy, man. Just watching some of these demonstration videos and whatever, it's just... Boom! This is funny. That dude slapped that shit out of that demonstrator.
You keep doing these bum fight videos.
Oh my god, man, this is great. There, it's on our wall. It's great. Oh my goodness, man.
Some fat lady in overalls.
Right. Watch the weapon.
I am the weapon. Damn!
fucking cheek to cheek, dude. It's like, what out? His shirt, I am the weapon.
Yeah.
The cow! Oh man, it's so good.
She started talking shit to him as soon as he stood up. Wow! Damn, man.
Oh, that never gets old, man. All right, but that's about all I got, man. It's just kind of like, just keep an eye on the news, guys. There's a lot of shit going on.
A lot of shit changing.
A lot of stuff changing as we're going along. It's freaking pretty crazy.
We're doing live updates on this show. Well, I mean, not live. So it's going to be edited by the time it gets posted.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, we're sitting here as we're talking. The market is crashing, and the market's not even open today. So I mean,
yeah, which I don't know how.
well, people make
Yeah. They're moving the market.
yeah, they make off market trades.
Off market, everything's
I do.
standby.
I do it too. Whenever
Yeah,
I buy,
I do it as well.
I buy a sell. Fucking, I'll do that shit when the market's fucking closed. As soon as it opens, everything triggers in. So.
I do the same thing. It's just I'll set things up first for Monday.
Yeah.
So I'll set some of my trades up for Monday and then just wait and see.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fucking crazy, man. Y'all do your own research out there. Take a look at stuff. Don't forget, give us a like and a follow. You share content. Leave us a comment. Take a look at Uncle James's Taco Diaries whenever you get a stroll through the interwebs. And
to the lady that's messaging me on our YouTube, I don't think we know each other. I think you've got me mistaken. I have no idea who you are.
They're called freaking
Bro.
what is it, Jubal and whatever in the morning?
Oh.
For a second date update.
There ain't no second date. I've never met this woman in my life.
She's like, why don't you call me back?
I don't know you.
Why don't you call me back?
So I thought you were talking about this Jewish broad I banged, but
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's crazy. Well, I'll see you guys in a few weeks. Y'all take care.